Thank you very much, Shyam. And there is a proverb in Hindi, भगवान के घर पे देर है पर अंधेर नहीं है. So that is what happened with me. I came late, but I came nicely. Okay. So welcome to the nice city of Bangalore, and I don't know how many people sitting here are local and how many are from outside. And but the people who are in Bangalore for the last 15-20 days, you must have enjoyed really nice the Bangalore media, the Bangalore city, and the best part was the boat ride in Bangalore. I don't know how many people of you had the boat ride. You must be having, you mentioned about Mahadevapura, so you must be having that boat with you. So thank you, Jacob, for giving me this opportunity and arranging very nice coffee, because after lunch session it is very difficult to speak. Even to keep awake is very, very difficult. We have discussed about Bangalore. In fact, it was not the picture. I think one picture was of Bangalore, the potholes picture, and I think that patch of the road was supposed to be maintained by the Bangalore Metro. So I'm really sorry. The moment it came on the Twitter, immediately next day we have started working on that. Okay. Now, many of the time I always tell my people, all the friends, that don't hesitate in tweeting, even if it is bad or wrong or something like that. Yesterday I read a very nice article on some magazine called Metro Saga, and the heading of the topic is that Bangalore Metro has created more headache for the people of Bangalore than solving the problem of the people. Then I realized that I'm in a wrong organization. Maybe that it is the time to leave the organization. Now we have all learned about the how to go back? Okay, fine. Learn about the urban population, the figure which you gave, the traffic and all those things. And very soon the Bangalore is one city which is going to have 140 crore population. I don't know how we are going to handle that population. And as you rightly said, we are running behind the required infrastructure of the city, not only in Bangalore, but in other places also. And all grown in the haphazard manner. Whatever we are seeing in Bangalore for the last 25 or 30 days, whatever the bad press which the city has got, it's mostly because of the unplanned and haphazard growth. And all this area of the Whitefield area, and these are the area which were not part of the Bangalore Corporation at one point of time. They were all part of the Gram Panchayat. And they developed the way they wanted to develop. I don't want to go into that detail. A lot of controversy is going on about that. But one thing I know that, yes, India is one country that whenever we are pushed to the corner, that's very important. We generally don't do anything unless we are pushed to the corner. So the moment we are pushed to the corner, then we suddenly get up, and we have done wonderful things like the Green Revolution. I was just remembering that when we were in the position, then we developed that thing. And then now also we are going through a new revolution, which my friend Amitabh mentioned about that. That is a green mobility and the sustainable mobility, effective mobility. There are so many adjectives for these things, and number of companies are working on this, which is a really happy thing to happen. But as you rightly said, that we have to be very, very careful. It should not be just a target that let us bring a two-wheeler, because a lot of accidents are also happening on the two-wheeler. So one has to be very, very careful. And metro is I will say it is not a very old story in our country. It started just in 1984 with the first metro in Bangalore. But after that, we thought that it is not a very good solution for the urban areas. And maybe that for almost about, I can say 15 years, we were like just lying silent on the metro, when the whole global cities were moving on the metro at that point of time. And it was only in when the Delhi metro started, then every city starts thinking that what to do. And then we also came. The Bangalore was decision was taken, and the metro rail growth in India is a story now, and everybody is talking about. This is the slide which I have put. So I always say that this metro is emerging as the lifeline of the people in Bangalore city. And right now the people are not feeling the magic of the metro. The reason is that we have only about 56 kilometers of the network which is operational, but the things which are going to come in the future, that when all those things are completed, which I will share with you, that is the time when the actual magic of mass mobility will start in Bangalore, and with the electric vehicle, it is going to change the entire traffic pattern which is happening in the Bangalore. Very nicely decorated metro. It seems like it is carrying a marriage party, but actually it is not carrying a marriage party. But many of the metro have already started organizing party on the train. And I was told, I think Pune, they have started doing this thing, that they are renting in the entire train coaches, that if you want to have a dinner party in the night, Jacob, you can talk to me, I can provide you free of cost, the first booking. So India has emerged as a really a market for the metro players. And as of now, we have 18 cities. We are fighting with each other, and everybody is approaching to Government of India that to please sanction the more and more network in our city. And I'm very happy to share with you that for the Bangalore, the phase 3 Metro DPR is already ready, and Monday I submitted to the state government. So very soon we are going to start the work in another 45 kilometers of the metro line in Bangalore. And right now we have a pretty good network of the metro in all the city, but we are expecting that over a period of next 5 to 10 years, we'll have at least 50 cities in India which with the metro system. It may not be a proper metro in all the places, because you must be knowing that there are 3 ways of metro. One is the regular metro, and then comes the light metro, and then the latest one is the neo metro. So some or other form of the mass transport is going to come in this 50 city, and we'll be having more than 1,700 kilometers of the network which is going to come. Now you can see the growth of the metro in our country. Like there was nothing till 2010. There was hardly, except Delhi was the only place where the metro was running. But if you see the graph after that, it has jumped like anything. And at that point of time, the discussion has started in Bangalore somewhere in 2002, 2003. But our country is great. People come up with the great ideas. And at that point of time, a lot of people, they came up with a great idea of monorail, sky bus, and all these things. And we lost almost about 7 to 8 years in just discussing what is the best mode of mass transport, where the world has already tried and tested that metro is the best mass transport. So that the golden period which Bangalore lost, and only it was in 2005 that we started thinking about this. And this is the organization which was created, BMRCL, and I always, you can see that it's a 50% government of India and 50% of government of Karnataka. So this is a very unique kind of corporation, and I always say that this corporation is a double engine corporation, okay? So I have 2 engines, one from the government of India and the other engine government of Karnataka, and it makes life very simple, because if I go to government of India for any approval, I always tell them it is your corporation, your project, so you have to get it done. And when I go to the state government, I say them that, look, this is your project, you have to get it done. So that's a big advantage, and it's a 50-50 company which was started. And as I told you that the journey has started from 2014 onwards, when we started operationalizing our metro. And till now, we have done about 56 kilometers of the operational network. I don't know how many of you have traveled in the metro. But I can tell you it is a really good metro which we have put up in our system, and people are really happy. That's the self-praising, but that's the fact of people if you talk to anybody in Bangalore. But the next phase which is going on, that's the phase 2, which is about 75.1 kilometer, is the total network which is coming, and it is 61 stations. And here we have underground station of underground metro of 13.8 kilometers. So in phase 1, which we took, the underground portion was very limited, and there was a lot of criticism at that point of time that we have tried to kill the beauty of the city, which is a fact also to some extent, that if you put a metro elevated inside the city, it kills to a great extent the beauty of the city. So this is 13.8 kilometer which is crossing right in the middle of the city, which is underground. But the majority of the portion is coming on the outer side, where it is going elevated portion. And then the biggest project which is going on as of now is the phase 2A and 2B, which is known as the outer ring road and the airport line. And there also the work has just started. I'm very happy to share with you that you might have seen those progresses which are happening. So it is going in a very, very fast manner. And this is the network which will look in the year 2025. So this is the target that we have kept by December 2025. You will be able to go to the airport by metro, and catching that metro from different directions. You can see all the artery which are coming from the center, and we'll have a total network of 175.6 kilometer of the railway metro network will be ready by that point of time. And I'm hoping that the K-Ride, which is another company of joint venture of Indian Railway and the state government, they are also coming in the suburban rail. Very soon the work is going to start on that. So both together, metro and suburban rail, we are going to have a very, very robust network in Bangalore. Now, from the distance, it looks very simple that putting a metro network, but there are a lot of challenges in that. Time is very short, so I will not go into that detail, but one of the biggest challenges that we faced is the land acquisition. And there it comes the innovation of implementing the scheme. So at one point of time, we were giving a very less compensation to the landowner, and nobody was ready to give the land to Bangalore Metro. And that was the main reason for the delay of phase 1, which took almost about 10 years to complete that project, and Bangalore got a lot of criticism for that. But at that point of time, for every land you put your hand, it will land in the High Court. So that was the situation at that point of time. And then the decision was taken at that point of time. Mr. Karola was the MD of BMRCL, and he moved a proposal to the government that why not to give a very nice compensation to the people so that the people give their land eagerly. And at that point of time, we started giving the compensation twice the market value. And when I'm giving twice the market value, now this is the situation today that if I'm sitting in my office, every day I get some at least 4 to 5 requests that look, my land is so nice, very close to metro, why don't you acquire it and put a parking lot there? I tell them, Baba, enough of land acquisition have been done. But you just see that this is the kind of decision making which is required in the government. I know it costs more, but if you see in the long run, the kind of money that you are saving, a project which is getting completed in 10 years, you can complete in just 5 years. So you are going to save almost about 50% of the project cost, even with 10% cost escalation and those kind of things. So today, that is one thing which have been taken care in Bangalore, is that people are getting very nice compensation, and if you tell them that your land is going to be acquired, probably they will go and have a nice party on that night. So that is the one challenge which we faced in phase 1. Even now there is a challenges are there. The second biggest challenge in Bangalore was the tree felling permission, because the metro which is mostly going on the median, and a lot of plantation have been done. And Bangalore is one city, it's a garden city, it's a green city, people have real attachment to the trees and all those things. And if you go and talk with the people in the neighborhood, nobody wants that the tree should be cut. But this is a sacrifice we have to make for the development. And that's why we always talk about the sustainable development and all. So this is another challenge. And here again, I'm telling you that if you evolve a nice system to handle the work, life becomes very simple. So at one point of time, the tree cutting was also landing in the High Court. Every writ petition, multiple writ petitions, there are 106 writ petitions still pending in the High Court. And High Court was also like fed up of this thing, and they came up with the idea that why don't you prescribe a procedure which we are going to follow so the people are also happy and your job is also done. So today we have a very defined procedure, counting of the trees, public notice, calling the objection, convincing the people, open discussion with them, then the technical committee visit, then forest department report, and that report is submitted to the court. And High Court goes through all these things. They give the opportunity to the opposite party who are opposing the cutting of these trees. And with this, a lot of trees are being saved also, because the first time in Bangalore Metro, we have started translocating the trees. So the forest department tells us that these are the trees which can be translocated. These are the trees which can be saved if you slightly make the deviation from your main thing. So that has made very life simple. Within 6 months, I can get the tree felling permission, and that's the reason we are going so fast as far as the infrastructure is concerned. But after doing all these things, you might have read in the newspaper that for the phase 1, the expected ridership was 7 to 7.5 lakh, but the Bangalore metro is able to reach only about 5.5 to 6 lakhs. So there is a huge gap between what was projected and what is actually happening. And that is the biggest challenge, that how we are going to bring the people to the metro network. And there comes Mr. Amitabh, solution for all the things, that the last mile and the first mile connectivity, which is extremely important. So we should never talk about the urban mobility in isolation. If you see metro as a solution for the urban mobility, no, it is not the solution. If you think BMTC is a solution, not a solution. If auto is a solution, not a solution. But if you bring all these players on a common platform, then yes, it is a solution. And there comes the bus bay, your bike sharing, cycle parking, feeder buses, universal accessibility, and most important is the walkability of the city has to be improved, which are extremely bad throughout our country, not only in Bangalore, because the area which I am living, I always see that every year the footpath is redone. I don't know what is going on, but every year it is confirmed that it will start in the month of March, the footpath will be just removed and the new footpath will be put. Sometimes they will put concrete. So there's a lot of confusion going on in Bangalore, that what kind of footpath is the best footpath for the Bangalorean. Till now we are not able to decide that thing. But that is extremely important. And here I would like to share with you that in this we are working with a lot of private companies. And especially the startups we are working with. So if anybody wants to start anything for the last mile and the first mile connectivity, most welcome to Bangalore Metro, because we have taken that responsibility to promote this culture of last mile and first mile. It can be bike sharing, it can be metro ride, which is recently started, it can be Sanic Port. Majority of them are using your auto only, don't worry, okay? So only the companies are different, and it is coming in a big way. We are another very important thing is that till now we were thinking that we are competing with each other. So a lot of article you will read in the newspaper that the government is giving more money to metro, less money to buses, or not very friendly with the car sharing concept and all those things. But the things are changing. A lot of changes are happening at the government level in the transport department, and I am very sure that very soon we are going to have the problem of this. I will not say that the problem will be solved, but to a great extent the problem will be taken care. Now this slide is very important. I just wanted to focus that 24% of the people, which the survey was done recently by BPAC, the Bangalore PAC, and out of that 24% people, they told they don't use the metro because they don't have the last mile and the first mile connectivity. And I always say that we as Indians, we never have the habit of walking. So even if it is 500 meters away, we will say, no, we'll take out our bike and move around. Now, this is the biggest challenge where I want the support from all the people who are working in this mobility area, that how we can improve this mobility. But only this is not going to solve our problem. There are a lot of other things which is required, and very soon we are going to have a transit-oriented development policy for Bangalore, and this is going to basically the densification of the corridor on which the metro is coming. So within 1 kilometer on both sides of the metro track or the K-ride track or a major bus stop hub, we are going to give lot of facility to the people in terms of the higher FAR, in terms of the better water supply, UGD, and those kind of things. So TOD policy is going to come very soon, and we are trying to integrate the urban mobility plan with the master plan. It's a very, very difficult job, because you must be knowing that Bangalore, till now we are not able to finalize the master plan. I don't know what kind of master that we are creating, but adding to that the urban mobility plan, it is going to be very, very challenging. But the kind of thing which we have faced in the last 1 month, and the kind of biting which this city has taken, not only in our country but at the international level, although it was not required, but many people felt that now a culture is there, click a photograph, put on the Twitter, click a photograph, put on the Twitter. And many of the people who were coming from Delhi, they used to call, Anjum, is it safe to come to Bangalore? Maine bola, Baba, it is very safe, there is absolutely no problem. The maximum water that you can get is about 3 feet to 4 feet, not more than that. The reason is that maybe that in Karnataka we are not so aware of what is flood. So we take it very, very seriously. And there's another beauty of this city. If anything goes wrong even little bit, it is like out of proportion. I don't know. I think maybe that a lot of people are jealous about Bangalore. Why so many people are coming to Bangalore? But all said and done, we are seriously thinking that some better solution has to be provided. We have to move to the traffic engineering, which is extremely important. And I don't know how many people of you have traveled towards KR Puram Road, which is going from Hebbal to KR Puram. Just two additional things which we did there. On the additional land which was available with Bangalore Metro, we put 2 bus bays. And that putting 2 bus bays has reduced the jam time at, the congestion time at KR Puram from 12 minutes to 3 minutes. So the lot of thought process has to go. At one hand, we have to be dependent upon the technology, and we have to do that also. In future, we are thinking about how to leverage our data, because it's a depository of the data, and sharing with K-Ride, then security also we are focusing. I think I made my too many slides I have made. I thought Jacob will give me enough time. But anyway, I'll quickly rush through it. The whole idea is that another important thing is the viability and sustainability. If you go today, in Government of India, if you go with a metro project, the way they were approving 10 years back or 5 years back, so easily they are not going to approve it, because there is a competition going on without thinking about the viability and the sustainability of the metro. After all, it is a taxpayers' money which is going to be paid. So you'll have very a small city like, I should not name those cities, because the people, if somebody is from that city, will feel very bad. But I know that many metro which have come up, they are not going to be viable. Like you plan for say 2 lakh and your ridership is just 20,000, impossible. So the Government of India is also very, very particular that they are looking that whether it is viable or not, which is a very good thing to do it. And other thing is that we are focusing a lot on improving our non-fare box revenue, because sustainability of the operation till now, we are like a beggar. Every time going to Government of Karnataka, Baba, give me 300 crore, I have got a cash loss and all those things. And very nice of them, they are really giving food till now. But now they are also telling that grow up now try to think of about your own resources and all those things. So we are coming up with lot of new ideas and all. Maybe in the next 2 to 3 months, you will be seeing lot of shops coming at the metro station, a lot of other activity which are being created. So our target is that at least my 30 to 35% of my revenue should come from the non-fare box revenue. And if you are able to achieve that thing, then it will be very, very sustainable model. Even today also, like this is the only metro in the entire country which is running in the operational profit. I'm talking about only operational profit. I'm not talking about the financial cost. So except the year in which we all affected by the COVID, where the operation was stopped, for the last 5 years, we are making roughly about 40 to 50 crore of profit, which is the operational profit. So my income is more than the what expenditure is happening on the operation and maintenance. But now the effort is going to be whether we'll be able to bear our finance cost also. That tomorrow I should not go to Government of India or Government of Karnataka that give me finances. As per the requirement, I can generate my own loan I can take from the market and do that thing. A lot of technological development is happening. If you see the outer ring road which is coming up, the metro, already the gutter is already placed in many places, and we are going for the prefabricated structure, and it is reducing my time by almost about I can say 60 to 70, 30 to 40% of my time is being saved in that without compromising, and that we are going in a big way for the first time in Karnataka and in Bangalore metro, and a lot of other technical activity like for example we are going to utilize the braking energy. So the people who are in the electrical engineering, they must be knowing that what is the braking energy. So whenever we put the brake, the energy is generated, and we are trying to bring back that energy back to our feeder system. And by doing that thing, we are changing all the rails, not rails, that coaches we are changing. And by doing that, I can save my electricity consumption by 20 to 25%, which is going to be a major achievement. And we are promoting in a big way, the electric vehicle we are promoting in a big way. And I'm following a very open policy. Lot of people keep on coming to me that I want a space at the metro station for putting my charging facility or the battery swapping facility. I have a thumb rule, first come, first serve. जो पहले आया उसको मिल गया, but provided you have to fulfill those conditions of safety and all those things. And I'm very happy to share with you that as of now, at least 30 metro stations have given the approval to some or other company to put up their charging station and the swapping station. And we are still asking people to come. We're still asking people to come. We are providing all kind of facility which can ease out or which can promote the electric vehicle mobility in Bangalore, because that is the purpose of Bangalore, the Karnataka administration also. They are promoting in a big way. So anybody wants to do a partnership with BMRCL, most welcome. We are focusing on the feeder services, service road, like you might be seeing in Bangalore in the phase 1 metro. We don't have any place for the buses to go inside the metro gate, but in all the phase 2 stations we are coming with the bus bay on both sides of the metro station, so that the buses are not stopped on the road and it does not create more traffic jam. Parking facility we are going to create in a big way, so that all these people who are traveling on the two-wheeler, they can just travel for 1 kilometer and 2 kilometer and park their vehicle and move to the metro. There are a lot of other things which we are doing. We are doing a tie-up with Google, with all the other companies that are coming with us, and we are providing prepaid auto. We are going to start very soon. A lot of places we are putting the foot over bridge so that the people need not cross the road. Now, one thing which I would like to share with you, that typical of Bangalore, we are going in a big tie-up with the corporate companies. So my Electronic City Station 1, which is going to be named after the Infosys Foundation, and Infosys Foundation has given us 130 crore for the entire cost of that station itself, and it is going. So we have a policy of naming the metro station. If you are paying me 65 crore, not very costly, it is not a huge amount for the corporate sector. And we also have a policy of providing a direct connectivity from the concourse to the campus of the company. So the many people are going to take up that also, and so that your employee can come directly by the metro and move to their offices. Many people are like Bagmane Tech Park. They are thinking of running a monorail inside their IT park. So we are going in a big way, and our target is that we should generate as much resources as possible through incorporating the so that we also want to bring a culture of feeling of ownership of the metro by the people. Unless the people feel that thing, that it is my metro, we have given a very good name, Namma Metro. Karnataka, Namma means my, so my metro name has been given, but that focus should also come on that. So we are working on that. And I just want to share one more important thing, that if you see the kind of infrastructure which I'm going to have by 2025. So this is the kind of infrastructure that I'm going to create. 153 kilometer of network, land below the viaduct. So this whole entire network which have been created, it should not be used only for the metro purpose. Our effort is that how this infrastructure can be utilized by other services also. And in that direction, we are going in a big way. And recently you might have read the newspaper that we have done the trial of 5G at our MG Road metro station, and the idea is that the entire viaduct can be converted into a transmission kind of thing which can be utilized by all the companies which are. So we are in touch with the Reliance, with the Jio, with the Vodafone and all these people, that how this infrastructure structure can be utilized. We have a lot of other best practices. I have already overshot time, so I will not go into that. We have certain best practices. I just want to share with you that these are the photograph of the electric vehicle charging stations which has come up at our metro stations. And then we have focusing a lot on the median greenery. So we have brought the corporate people, and they are using their money to maintain the median of all the metro, and it is going in a very nice manner. This is the another like painting of the pier. These are also done by the corporate sector. We are not spending even a single paisa on that. We allow them to put their board of the company and all those things. Another thing which we are doing is that we want to convert the metro station as a hub of cultural activity. So the many schools of art has come up and tie up with metro, like art in transit, then Srishti schools, and these people, they have come and they keep on organizing different kind of rangoli, then painting competition. They involve people to do painting of the metro wall and all those things, because we want to make it as a cultural hub. So you don't only travel by the metro, but you also enjoy the metro ride also. And another thing where we are working very strongly is the solar power, and at 5 metro stations we have already installed 1.5 megawatt of the solar energy, which is going to save a lot of money for me. 6,000 units we are generating every day, and it will give me at least 8 crore saving in the 1 year. And now we have called a tender for 20 megawatt, where the bid is going to be closed very soon. So we are trying to convert all our metro station as a place for the solar power generation. Another important thing which I would like to share, because we get a lot of bad name of cutting the trees, so we are going for a massive compensatory afforestation for every tree that is damaged because of the metro work. We plant 10, and till now we have planted more than 10,000 trees which have been planted. Now I'll come to my last slide, that I just want to share with you that opportunities for the private company which are going to come here. So as I told you in the beginning, the 50 cities, the metro is going to come up very soon with 1,700 kilometers of the network. And in Bangalore also, in the next 15 years, Bangalore is going to be the largest metro network. Maybe that the Bangalore will overtake Delhi also, because Delhi as of now is about 340 things. Suburban rail is going to come. Then good news is that many of the Indian companies, they have started producing indigenous coaches also. One of the companies is in Titagarh in West Bengal, which has come up. They are going to supply the coaches for us. So there's tremendous future based on the metro operations in the city, and I hope that most of the industries who are sitting here, they will be looking this seriously and trying to rope in the metro part, and anybody is most welcome to do any kind of partnership which you want to do. But one of the biggest challenge that we are facing, that how to go to utilize the artificial intelligence and the data analytics technology to do a lot of activity which we are doing manually, whether we can automate that thing. And we need the support of all the IT sector people. If you have any idea or any startup which is thinking on these lines, please come and discuss with me. We are open for that. Sorry, Jacob, I took a lot of time, but thank you very much for listening patiently. And I would like to thank the entire organization of the TIS Summit for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.